Good morning, spending reviewers. And good morning, Mbali.
Morning, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. For those of you in Gauteng, you woke up thinking you were in Cape Town in winter.
Right?
Yeah. Traffic. But no.
I experienced that this morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a good experience.
Well, we've made it, and we're delighted that all of you have made it too. We have a great day set up for you. But before we talk about that, let me just check in with Mbali, because I wanted to find out if you dreamt about spending reviews last night.
How can I not?
Okay.
It's a given. I live, eat, breathe spinning reviews. It's always the order of the day. So happy to be here.
Okay, great.
How are you, Jeremy?
No, I'm fine. I definitely didn't dream about spending reviews. I probably should have, but I suppose my job doesn't require me to do that every day, whereas yours does.
Just for these 2 days.
Okay. So let's ask our audience also just to say hi. If you are at your keyboard, please just type something into the chat so we know that you're there. Let's greet each other. Let's say good morning. And let's get into
the chat.
What are you seeing? Is there anything that you're seeing yet, Mbali?
No, I think people are still warming up.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for people to warm up, let me ask you...
Oh, there we go. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hello.
Wonderful. Happy Thursday. Raymond, you're already here. Raymond is going for this leaderboard. Lindiwe is greeting us. Happy Thursday. Tabo, good morning. Tobela, beautiful morning from Midval. How come you guys have got a beautiful morning?
It's not fair.
Yeah. Great. We'll keep on greeting, and let's get the vibe in the virtual space as well as on stage. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, participation is everything. I wonder if we can talk about the award, the prize. No.
I think we've kept them in anticipation for too long.
Okay. So the prize is a weekend for 6 at the wonderful Alpine Heath Resort in the Drakensberg.
Wow.
And I think it's worth something like 10,000 Rand. So if you didn't participate yesterday, you better start chasing Raymond.
Like on it.
Yeah. So we'll announce that at the end of the day. Mbali, we had a survey also at the end of yesterday.
We did.
What's coming up from that?
It's quite great feedback. Overall, we are exceptional.
Okay.
That's great. People are happy with the lounge and the liquid networking space. They're thanking us for the excellent day.
She said liquid networking space. Do you mean the fluid networking space?
Okay. Well, I'm reading what's on the page here.
Okay.
Yeah, so they also talk about us encouraging participants to attempt answering. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Jeremy?
Yeah, so please do put questions in the Q&A, and today we might bring through one or two of you onto the stage. If your bandwidth is strong and you've got a burning question in the debates, we might bring you on. And also what that requires is for you to raise your hand. And you'll see on the platform that there's an opportunity there for you to raise your hands.
Great.
And also, if you're going to come on stage, remember to put your camera on and unmute. But we'll be looking out for those hands in the session on the debates, which we will talk about a little bit later. Anything else from the survey, Mbali?
Yes. So they're just happy about getting more insight on government COE. That was a presentation by Anthony. People are also happy with the HOD's panel, talking about the challenges and constraints in implementation of policy priorities. And yeah, just overall feedback around this being a great work and stimulating thinking and, moving people towards action. So overall, it's been great feedback. And thank you so much. We appreciate such great feedback.
Excellent. I see Nonhlanhla's also greeting us. Good morning to you. So Mbali, should we talk about what's happening today?
Let's talk about what's happening today.
So we are going to start with a debate. And we have 4 debaters. These are people who have done spending reviews. They're in 2 teams. I will introduce you to them a little bit later this morning, but we're going to be debating insourcing versus outsourcing. This is such a hot topic. I'm thinking about if I was a politician, I would probably have a view on this. I know that there's conferences happening, elections happening, and this is a hot topic. And of course, we are bringing in evidence into this debate. So
Always.
We're going to start with a debate. And then we will go into 2 specific spending reviews. We are still looking at the theme of acting on what we know. And the first one is going to be done by Mbali, who's going to be looking at the Justice and Protection Services cluster and what's been done on spending reviews in that space and how they've been implemented. And we'll take another presentation from Atini Scorti from the Eastern Cape Provincial Treasury on what the Eastern Cape has done to implement the spending review recommendations on health and security services. So we're staying with action. We
Definitely.
don't just need to know things, we need to do something with what we know.
Correct.
So those 2 presentations will take us into that space. And then we're going to have another panel discussion with a great group of people. We will have some who will be joining us online and some will be in the studio. Renette Engeler, Philip Krause, Tanya Ajam, Andrew Donaldson, and Richard Allen will be joining us for that. And of course, virtually, but very much so, will be Mampo Modisa as well, who will be part of that panel. And that'll take us to the end of the day.
Yes, short and sweet.
End of the day at about 1:30.
People have things to do.
People have things to do, and so do we. Yes. So if you didn't get it yesterday, AirMeet is a great platform. We're going to encourage you to visit the exhibition booths, go to the lounge.
The liquid lounge.
As Mbali calls it, or one of you called it, the liquid lounge. Please enjoy meeting each other in the fluid lounge. If you want to take some liquid refreshments with you, of course, that's brilliant. And also, if you are interested in engaging with each other, remember you can click on the people and establish a link with someone you want to speak to, maybe book a table in the lounge and have a chat. We really want you to engage with each other because this is how we share the knowledge that we've got. Oh, yes, I've got a lot of support. When I pause like that, it's because my brain is talking to me. So remember also to show some love or show some questions with the emojis as we are presenting. It's great for the presenters to know that there are people out there. So show emojis, use the functions. Thank you. We see the emojis coming. Oh, we're getting hearts, Mbali. This is fantastic. And do engage. We want to see the chat and Q&A functions filling up so that we get a sense of where you're at with the topics. Of course, today is going to be a little bit more energetic with the debates, where you'll see some of your colleagues squaring off against each other on a really hot topic, and use the emojis to show your support for the team that you like, or the topic, the position that they hold on the topic that you align with. And let's see if evidence mediates or whether you'll be swayed just by the emotions of the group. Of course, what we talk about in spending reviews is just not what you know, but it's about what you do with what you know.
It's always about action.
Yeah, and a lot of that is, can you get the message across? Can you convince me of your position based on the evidence? And of course, your oratory skills. So, Mbali, I think what we're going to do now is invite people just to pop into the fluid space, the lounge, say hi to some of your colleagues, and we're going to prepare the stage for our next slot, which is going to be the debates. And that is going to start at 9:30 on the dot. So you've got some time to engage with your colleagues, and we will be setting up the debating room for a very exciting session on insourcing versus outsourcing in security services. Mbali, are we good?
We're good. Grab yourself some tea, coffee, some snacks, and we'll be with you shortly.
Yeah, 9:30 back on this platform for session 2 of day 2. We'll see you there.
Has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.